Hi YouTube, I have two cards to share with you guys today. Before I share the cards with you, I just want to explain to you what I like to do. Sometimes I see cards when I'm in the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Family Dollar, it doesn't matter. I always like to browse the stationery aisle because sometimes I will see a greeting card that I want to remake. So those are some of the things I like to do at times. And so I was shopping at the Dollar Tree and I saw this card. I thought it was really pretty. But you know, as crafters, we want to put our own spin on things and remake the card. So let me share with you guys the first card that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so as you can see, that card was really cute. I liked it, but it was rather plain and simple. So I wanted to just take it up a notch and redo the card. And this is what I came up with. So a lot of times to make a card stand out, you need to put some layers to it. So you can see here I added the dark purple cardstock and the light purple. Another tip when you're doing your cards, use dimensional on one of the layers to kind of give the card some volume. So on this second layer, I use some dimensionals to pop it up. And then, you know, we all love our dies, at least most of us do. So I wanted to highlight the image that was on that card with one of my dies. And so this is the die that I used. This is called the Heirloom Oval. So I decided to use that mostly because it had the same shape pretty much as the image on the card. So I used that and I put it, cut it out in some gold. And then here's the shape here. I cut it out of the card. And then I wanted to highlight some of my own paper. So I used some of that Recollections, the Wisteria, the new cardstock that they have at Michael's. So I put that paper in the back of it. And then I just added a purple pearl in that flower. And then added some purple ribbon and a really pretty button from my stash. And you can see how that card was transformed from just an ordinary card to a more spruced up, you know, extraordinary type of a card. So that's something that I really love to do with cards, especially when you don't have a lot of time. You know, you may want to get one that was already made up and just put your own spin on it. So here's the inside of the card. I hadn't stamped a sentiment or anything. So, you know, because I may want to use, I can use this card really for anything. Even though this has like a shape of an egg, you can still use this card for any occasion. And here's the back of it. Okay. And so I want to also share with you the real estate, what I call it, that's left from the card that I altered. Now, keep in mind, the card was only $1, right? So you went from that $1 card to a really spruced up type of a card. And you have some extra real estate to play with. So I still have this really pretty gingham paper to play with. This was the paper that was on the back of the egg image, this gingham. So, you know, I added my own paper. This paper is kind of thin, so you may want to use like a 65-pound weight to adhere this on top of it to give it some weight. But it's still very pretty and can be used on another project. Also, I still have the sentiment that was on the card, and you can see it's in this really pretty purple foil. So how beautiful is that? And it says Springtime Wishes. So, you know, you can, you know, even after Easter, you can still use this. You have this really pretty gingham print down here, and you also have a sentiment. So you have all of that real estate. You can make another card if you like. All of that from just a $1 card. Okay, so try that sometimes when you're, you know, out shopping. So that's one card that I did. And let me share with you the second card. So here's the card. I picked this card up from Family Dollar, and you can see that it was $2. Really pretty card. And you can see, I think you know what attracted me to the card was the beautiful image. Not only that, you know, certain things that I look for. Now, two things what attracted me. Number one, this can pop off really easy. I don't have to fussy cut that out. And it already has dimension on the back. I already have ribbon here. There's a lot of things I like to look at because this one is a $2 card. So I really have to want it in order to pay $2 for it. So this image alone was a plus. It has some rhinestones on the side. You know, really just a cute, it's plain, but it's a cute card, okay? So I took it up just a notch, and this is what I did. All I did was just use an embossing folder. I made up my own card base, and let me see if you can see that. You see that beautiful embossing folder? Just to add a little something to it. It's in white, so it's kind of hard to see. So that's all I did. And let me share with you the embossing folder that I used. I used this embossing folder right here, and here's the name. Let me see if you can see that. I'll put the name below so you can see it. And so here's the card again. And you can see the beautiful embossing folder along with the really nice image of the bunny. And the cool thing about this bunny, it has foiling on it. So that's another thing that attracted me to that particular card. And so I used some gingham ribbon here. I took the other ribbon off and put my own, and then put a little pearl center. And I decided to keep the sentiment that was on that card. I basically just cut it out and put some dimensionals on the back. You're a some bunny special. So you see how you can spruce up a card really quickly and easily. And so here's the inside, very simple. I'll just write a message, and I just kept it white on the back. So those are two cards. So let me share with you the real estate from the second card. So, of course, I brought two of them because I liked it so much. But I cut the border off of that other card so I can use this on another project. So that'll go in handy on another project. Plus, I forgot to share, you also have the envelope. That's another real estate. I could use that envelope with that card because it's not that dimensional. So that's another plus. So those are my two cards today. I hope that inspired you the next time you're browsing the stationery area to look at some cards and see how you can change them up and make them your own. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.